Okay, I won't waste your guys' time. I recently saw a clip, I'll play it for you guys, of the Truth DT calling this LR Tech Carnival Broly account a Dokkan LARPer. And if you guys don't know, I recently made a video where I was discussing like people who really don't play Dokkan and like don't actually like use units on release and still talk about them based on like what they see in the Twitter kits, and they basically form kind of like a Twitter opinion on units. And I made that video about the ROF Blues because people were comparing the ROF Blues to they were comparing them to STR Jiren and Int Rose, and it was clear that people were basically just LARPing having played Dokkan back then. And I believe I did say that in the video was titled like the ROF Blues are not that bad. And I saw Truth say, oh, this account is a Dokkan LARPer. And I was thinking, oh, yeah, I said that. I said that about people before that, like, they're LARPing having played Dokkan before. And I'll play the clip for you guys real quick.
People have been loving that LARPer word lately. LARPer. Is LR Tech Broly a Dokkan LARPer? Nothing burger complaint? You out of your mind? People have been loving that LARPer word.
So yeah, that's like kind of that's kind of what I saw, and I thought, I had that issue. I've been having that issue where people have been disagreeing with me a lot on Twitter and like hate piling on certain characters and releases, and when EZA details drop, they're saying certain stuff, and it's almost it's kind of just because, like I said in the ROF Blues video, they're LARPing having played Dokkan during certain eras. And I think it's crazy that we're talking about the same era. STR Jiren, his EZA dropped around... Did STR Jiren... It dropped... Dude, am I crazy or did it drop around... Yeah, it was around the same time as It Rose. Like, both those EZAs were around the same time. If I remember correctly. I believe they dropped around the same time. And so it's like... I guess it is, but I know for certain, obviously, Int Rose's EZA dropped during the Fusion Zamasu, or at the end of the Fusion Zamasu, or I guess it was halfway through, maybe, I believe. I can't remember exactly when, but it was during that 2023 Worldwide Download Celebration. So people definitely LARP having played Dokkan back then, and it's very obvious. And I wanted to go through this, and I sort of wanted to see, okay, in my opinion, can I tell, did you actually play Dokkan back then? Like, how long have you played Dokkan? Like, are you truly a player? Because people may think Dokkan is dying, but this is a new player. Like, that opinion, you're a new player. Or if you're not like a new player, I don't want to call him a new player. I want to call him a new player in the community. Like a new, very little experienced player. Like a player with little amounts of experience. And the reason I say that is because just looking at that take, I know, like, you didn't use Fusion Zamasu on release. Like, you were not, like, using him. And so I definitely think that if we're going to move forward and, like, realize, like, we're going to start, like, having productive conversations in the Dokkan community, people need to start, like, throwing out opinions from players that they realize, like, oh, we need to start, like, it's like when somebody's wearing, like, a Radiohead shirt and it's like, name 5 Radiohead songs. Like, it's, something like, we need to start doing that with Dokkan. We need to start asking people, okay, I need you to show me when you started playing Dokkan. I need you to show me your Dokkan account. I need you to show me, like, have you been playing Dokkan? Like, did you, like, when you start talking about, oh, the ROF Blues are worse than STR Jiren, I need you to show me you having STR Jiren. Like, I need you to show me you have the EZA complete. I want you to show me you, like, trying to do some attempts versus those stages back then. I need you to show me that. I need you to show me you using the ROF Blues as well. But let's hop into it. Let's see, is this LARP? Is this not LARP? We're going to test. We're going to see. Warming up with an easy one. This is the greatest top 3 in Dokkan history. They will all be top 15 LRs, and even over a year later. I actually saw this one already for some reason. I saw somebody respond to it, and this is true. I really can't think of another top 3 that was this good. And it's not that they're this good. It's that, is this the greatest top 3 ever? Oh, now that I think about it, the greatest top 3 ever might have been Orange Piccolo GT Duo Bulma. That might have been the greatest top 3 ever, now that I think about it. Yeah, that actually probably was the greatest top 3 ever. now that I think more on it. But these three are probably better. They're dodge units. Like they dropped 3 LRs that are big dodge, big damage reduction, have invincibility turns, like type of stuff. Like yeah. Biggest case of being underrated purely because no one has bothered to use him. He is the best LR Super Easy A by far. I actually kind of agree, but I think the reason he's underrated isn't because no one has used him. It's because he released at an odd time. This character should have released, in my head, he released during the Future Gohan celebration with Carnival LR Future Gohan. But in reality, he released during the 11th anniversary, which is weird. I know, like, he should have dropped with that Bond of Master and Disciple team, and if he did drop then, people would have realized, like, people would be using him much more, and they'd be properly rating him. But he's not underrated, he's just not talked about. Like, people don't talk about him because he released at a time after his team. Like, his team released, and then he was just a random buff to that team that didn't really need the buff, and so it's, like, a bit odd there. Baby's a top 3 Dragon Ball villain. Executed planned perfectly, and it is one of the only times a Dragon Ball villain actually won. Supreme Kai saved Goku's ass in the last second round, so it's GG's. Top 3 is probably Frieza, Moro, Baby. Frieza, I would not have Frieza above Cell. I don't know. Top 3 Dragon Ball villain. Is he maybe... I mean, it's objective. Or not objective. It's subjective. But you can definitely like Baby a lot. But I definitely think GT gets very boring at times. But I think the Cell Saga is just very enjoyable. I think Cell is a much more enjoyable villain to watch than Baby. And for some reason... Dragon Ball fans, and maybe it's like shonen fans in general, they're so obsessed with this idea of like something that they like people the internet has deemed really cool happening. Like, oh my god, the villain actually won. Oh my god, that's so peak. It's so cool. Like, it's not a unique concept. It's not a unique idea, and it's not like it doesn't inherent like saying one of the only times a DB villain actually won. That doesn't mean anything. Like, if he like any Dragon Ball villain can win, and that doesn't make them good. Like, it's not like that's not a positive. Like, it can be a positive or a negative. It really is nothing. Like, I wouldn't say that's anything in particular. DBS Goku's overhated, mainly because people haven't read the manga. Well, the manga and the anime are two entirely different canons, so they are different characters. Goku's character is great in the manga and is consistent with how he acted in this. The anime version sucks, but hopefully the remake will rectify that. Yeah, well, you're talking about two different characters here. You're like, DBS Goku. There are two DBS Gokus because people haven't read the manga. That's a different character than the anime. You're talking about one of the characters. Goku's character is great. This one of the Goku's characters is great and is consistent with how he acted at the end of Z. Yet one of the characters is good and the other one is bad. So is he over? Like, which character is overhated? Then nobody hates on the manga version. There's no one hates on the manga version. No one hates on everyone hates on the anime version that you're agreeing is bad, and you're like saying that the manga version's, I guess, overhated, and the manga version is what you said is both are overhated. One is bad, one is good, and but people only hate on the bad one. I don't get, like, this is a dumb tweet. It's a very dumb tweet. Dokkan should do Super Battle Road Resident Evil. It is an easy way to release difficult content, and since they have brought forth the idea of releasing stages with a Resident Evil tag, doing it with Super Battle would be smart. I don't know. The Resident Evil Red Zones, they're not like super innovative, and they kind of remove some of the fun. And I guess it is just kind of like super mega battle road. Like, it's not like super crazy. Maybe. I'm not gonna comment. I don't know. I'm kind of like over. I feel like I'm at a stage of Dokkan where I'm a little bit over. I like discussing units like legacies and how hyped they were and the releases and how well designed their kits were and how fun they were than just like, okay, in this one snapshot in time, when we have the content that we have where it's all so different and all so versatile, and this can, in one fight, this can matter, and in another fight, this couldn't. Like, the most difficult fight we've ever received in this game's history, by the way, not like comparative to on release, like actually how difficult the fight was so far was the limited time Jiren fight. Like, that's the most difficult fight we had in game, and it's gone now, and this wasn't true in there. So I don't know, like, how can we say this when, like, what content is this? But like, I guess oh, I'm gonna make a point system based on each new difficult stage, and if you're good in this amount of difficult, it's like, you know what I mean? It's a bit arbitrary. It's just really dumb to argue about stuff like this, I feel like, nowadays. Goku Black is very raw, but he's an uninteresting villain. I think it would have been more interesting if he was more than just a monster in a Saiyan's body. His initial reveal was the best reveal in Dragon Ball history. It's a shame that he did not live up to it. Not a top 5 Dragon Ball villain for me. You're a LARP. Dude, I'm done. I could stop right here. I could stop right here. If you know me, you know, like, I love Rose. This is ridiculous. I love Goku Black. I love Zamasu. It is the best villain. He is the best villain in Dragon Ball. I didn't even think about that when he said a top 3 villain in Dragon Ball. Dude, you are so lame. He has, this is what I mean by, like, you're just talking. Like, dude, you have Baby as a top 3 villain, and you're saying Goku Black is uninteresting. Like, I really don't. Like, you're just talking. Like, you're really just talking. I need you to watch the show. I want you to watch the show. I want you to get, like, the show, and I want you to watch it. I want you to watch the whole thing from start to finish. And I want you to, you know, sit down. I want you to discuss the character. I want you to explain to me what you think is going on, what you think their ideals are. I want you to talk about the show. I want you to, like, I want you to explain this character to me. And then I will give you the satisfaction of saying that you think he's uninteresting. Because uninteresting is very subjective, but not a top 5 Dragon Ball villain. Like, I feel like you're just smoking. Like, you're insane. Like, it's actually so lame. And by the way, this is what I mean by, like, oh my god, like, this really random thing we think is cool, and if they did, a villain won in Dragon Ball, it's so cool. The villains won, oh my god. It's like the best villain reveal in Dragon Ball history. Like, yeah, but there haven't been any really crazy villain reveals. Like, there just haven't been reveals like that. They don't reveal, Dragon Ball does not reveal villains in that kind of way, really. And so it's like I guess Moro got a very cool reveal in my opinion, but it's like his reveal was kind of just like, Trunks, cool, we're back in the future, oh my god, that's super cool. And then Evo Goku. It's like, you love Evo Goku. Oh my god, it's Evo Goku. It's so cool. But then you hate the actual ideals and stuff that he has, which is like you hate his actual character, and which is like the good part about him. And you love the Evo. Oh my god, it's Evo Goku. Just like Baby, it's like, oh my god, it's Evo Vegeta, and the villain actually won. It's like locked in the hyperbolic time chamber. It's so cool. It's a lot of slop, in my opinion. I think this guy's a big slop fan that I'm not. That's why I'm not resonating with his opinions on the actual show and thing very much. Jiren is the best designed fight in Dokkan history. It is extremely difficult, but still a whole array of setups and units can no at the event. If you want to set up rotations, you can do that. If you want to be at low HP to get conditions easier, you can do that. Jiren doesn't lock or seal, so he won't mess up your rotations due to toxic mechanics. I just wish he was permanent. Debatable. I think it's the reason it's so debatable is because I guess you're saying that you factor in being able to just like reset 500 times to get the chance to pick your rotation starting out because there's no temp limits, and I definitely agree, but I would also say like it's a bit lame in the design. Like, people are saying like, oh, you can do a variety of team builds, and it's just, that's only kind of true because there are a variety of characters that are really good. And it's not that Dokkan has done like an exceptional job at designing this fight. It's that they've done an exceptional job at designing units. And I feel like they designed the units. It's not even the units of 2025. It's the units of 2024. Like, people are using, I guess, on Tech Beerus, he might be a 2025. I'm pretty sure he released in 2024. His Super Easy was in 2024. And so it's like Tech Beerus Super Easy is used in there, and he was an exceptionally good character. He was so good. And so it's like people are talking about like using that unit, and they're talking about how good he is, but it's like I'm seeing these fights and these runs, and it's like Tech Beerus is on the team, and then it's like a bunch of attack lowering characters, and then it's, you know, this one Dokkan, like the best way to put it is Dokkan did such a good job of designing characters in 2024 that now that we released a fight that's kind of unique in 2026, that even though it's like kind of like it should be like, okay, the 2025 characters should still be useful in here but not as good, the 2025 characters are still really good in here because of the 2024 and the 2025 had good design, 2024 had good design, so some of the 2024 characters are still usable in here. And it's like Dokkan did such a good job over the past 2 years designing major characters. And then in 2024, especially not every character, but like a lot of characters were really, really good and really well designed for the future. And so it's like, it appears as though many, many different setups can complete it just because of that. And it's like, I agree that I would say like it might just be the best designed fight because it emphasizes what they've been doing really well over the past few years. But also, if you're holding against these other fights that you can't pick your rotations because you can't reset 50 times, we need to hold against this fight that it's going away. Like that feels like kind of an arbitrary, like, I don't know, like I feel like you can't like say like, oh yeah, attempt limits make this fight less enjoyable than this other one. But the fact that the fight literally has a limit to when you can play it and when you can't play it, like that doesn't mean anything though. Dokkan has failed when it comes to their anniversaries recently. Outside of 9th anniversary, it is supposed to be the peak of the year with the most fun content and most hyped characters as kids. You could argue the worldwide / GDC that respective year outdid the anniversary, both in content and in character kit. It has been so easy to poke multiple legitimate criticisms during the anniversary recently, so I hope this isn't the case next year. This is Dokkan LARP. Let me explain this to you. I'm going to quote this. This is going to be my last one I'm going to go over. I'm going to make this a short one. This is a false opinion, by the way. This guy is basing his opinion upon comparing anniversary characters that released earlier in the year to later in the year Dokkan Fest LRs. They just have been doing power creep during the year Dokkan Fest LRs. And all they did was power creep the 10th anniversary headliners. This doesn't 10th Annie bad. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. The reason he's saying this is because the way people view Dokkan is the year starts, anniversary, filler, Sunday, Golden Week, used to be Tanabata, now Tanabata's after, then GDC, and then the year restarts over, New Year's, and then the year restarts over. But it's almost like if I said, what's a good example? What was 2024? Okay, this is a good example. It's almost like if I said, Dokkan did a bad job with 2024 GDC celebration. If you compare it to the next anniversary, the 10th anniversary, it's bad. And the reason that I still have these up here, I don't know why those are still there. Those are months old. But the reason it's still bad is that like if you look at or Worldwide Now Celebration 2024, let's go look at it. 2024, September 2024. The way he's viewing it is, February 2024, these characters drop, anniversary characters drop, they are really dominant, they're really good, and then, we move many months ahead and we get to September. And now they get power creep. 10th anniversary characters released in February, then they get power crept in September. And then the way he's viewing it is, the 10th anniversary sucked because they were bad by this point. But if you go back years and you compare, you're saying, the 9th anniversary was the good one because they didn't get power crept during that. But wouldn't that then mean that if you're going off that same logic, that if we go to 2024 and we say, Let's like you said, you compared the anniversary units to the next worldwide download celebration, the next half year mark. Let's compare the next worldwide download celebration units to the next anniversary units. So we look at September 2024, Tech Broly releases. The year, that ninth anniversary year. Tech Broly, physical Super Saiyan Trio, Family Kamehameha. Let's compare them. How were they doing in the 10th anniversary meta? They were made. They had got power crept. And it is the same thing with the 10th anniversary units and how they performed in the next GDC meta. The 10th anniversary units here then got power crept in the next meta. It's like people don't have that kind of understanding of the game for some reason. I don't know. We'll do one more. Look at one more tweet here. But this is a very you are thinking about it and you are so close to getting it. And you're just sitting in the Dokkan community for too long, and so you're thinking, yeah, the anniversary sucked. The anniversaries were very enjoyable and they were very good. And this is what I'm saying. This is that LARP I'm talking about. If you're actually playing the game, you're actually playing during anniversaries and seeing what you enjoy about anniversaries, you would know 10th anniversary was very good, very enjoyable, had its flaws, but the biggest flaw is that they got power crept. But you're then defending year of the 9th anniversary, and you're defending the worldwide down celebration of that year, or guess worldwide down celebrations in general, and calling them better, when if we look at the same time frame of the worldwide down celebration units, they got power crept the exact same. So I don't know. Like I said, I would agree that I want the anniversary units to last the longest of anyone, but also this GDC was supposed to be the synced global anniversary, so it's not too crazy that it was different a bit. So there's so many reasons as to why this is a terrible tweet, but I think I just I pointed out a few for you guys. Just to get it more at truth. Yes, the content was abundant, but not fun to replay, and the free unit was absolutely incredible. But the piggybacking off of the previous point, you simply cannot ignore the overwhelming negatives of the 10th anniversary. It's absolutely inexcusable. Unfumbled, Tech Vegeta, AJ Gogeta, AJ Super Saiyan 4, 7th EZAs, Tech EZA, in Buhan, STR Hercule, Tech Cell, in GT Vegeta, 10 unfumbled units. Mid/fumbled, STR SSB, physical, Super Saiyan 2 gone, yeah, we see all these, yeah. 14 fumbled units, I agree. This is the biggest issue with the 10th anniversary. I could do with the content being kind of made. The unit, they needed to make better units this year during the 10th anniversary. 10th anniversary did not release good enough units, in my opinion. I guess that was a short one. And I'm just I agree with you here, kind of. But I think you guys are a bit too harsh on the 10th anniversary, considering you got the new character for free. We'll do one more. We'll be calling it the worst anniversary of time. Part 1 units got destroyed by new content. Part 2 LRs were underwhelming. Every EZA outside the 4th year LRs were underwhelming. Only 3 attempts for each red zone fight. Okay, one final tweet. Yeah, that's how the game operates. It gets better over time. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Is this guy LARPing, having played Dokkan? Do you guys think this guy actually played Dokkan? Do you think he played Dokkan during the 7th anniversary? Do you think he played Dokkan during the 8th anniversary? You think he played during that 2023 worldwide? I don't know. I don't think so. I would not think he did. I'm personally of the opinion that he did. He had a Dokkan account and he was playing, but he was not grinding units. He did not. This guy, he had STR Jiren, uneasy aid for the longest. That guy sat in his box, something like that, you know what I mean? He did not pull Merge Zamasu on release, so he had no clue what that unit was doing, or if he did, he was running that character on, just full super class teams, wasn't trying to use the exchange, you know what I guys mean, you know what I mean, you guys. But let me know what you guys think. Dokkan LARPers, they're here, and they're here to stay. If you guys see these unit role-playing accounts, a lot of them are LARPing Dokkan. Let me know what you guys think. Is this guy LARPing Dokkan? I want to see more people. I want to respond to more people who are LARPing, having played the game. I think it's very fun to talk to them and see what they have to say.